Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Texas Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's still running after the move. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Makes his man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They're trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Tigers are on the move. Going up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got room at the 35. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can...
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
A first down for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge.
Going over the top, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to pass, it's Lincoln. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Texas offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
He's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers. Yes, wide.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, though.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Lincoln. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. Running into the open space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Whew, boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Newton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fernandez. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on third and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT almost put this one away.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Fernandez. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
To the air on first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
14, Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love...
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. LSU right back to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 2nd down coming up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 2nd down. looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. If they won the game today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called